Check ultimateguard.com and find premium quality products for your favorite trading card game. Check video description or visit Ultimate Guard for more.
How's it going, guys? Once again, welcome back to Pokemon TCG Center. In today's video, we'll be looking at a deck in the standard format. So in today's video, I'm gonna play with Dragonite from the Roaring Skies. So Dragonite is 160 HP Dragon Pokemon with the Delta Plus ability, which says that if your opponent's Pokemon is knocked out by damage from a Dragonite, you can take one extra prize, which means if you can knock out your opponent Shaymin EX with the Dragonite, you're gonna take 3 prize cards, so 2 Shaymins are gonna give you the victory in game. So 2 different attacks on the Dragonite. The first one is a Rapid Wind, which we definitely don't want to use. I mean, you can attach up to 2 basic energy cards from your hand to this Pokemon. And the second one is the Heavy Impact for 150. So with 3 Grass energies, 1 Lighting and 1 Colorless energy, this attack will last 150 and that's it. So basically what that means is that we need to strike twice our opponent Pokemons in play in order to take that extra prize card. If we talk about EXs or GXs, if we talk about low HP Pokemons, and Dragonite is definitely MVP. So Dragonite is going to be very good against decks like Passimian, Vespiquen, and decks like that. But against heavy EX decks on the other side, it can be good simply if we can set up pretty well in an early game, and if we can take the advantage knocking out our opponent Shaymins with the Heavy Impact. So 15 Pokemons, 34 trainer cards, and 11 energies. As you can see, I'm running 4 line, 4 of each Dratinis with the Sign of Evolution, Dragonars with the Dragon's Wish, which is a very important piece of puzzle, and 4 Dragonites with the Heavy Impact. The Dragon's Wish attack says that during your next turn, you might attach any number of energy cards from your hand to your Pokemon. Basically, with the Dragon's Wish and Wally, turn 1 and turn 2, we can have Dragonite ready to go with that Heavy Impact for like 150. 1 copy of Ranguru with the Instruct and 1/1 line of the Octillery, so we can have that extra draft support with the Beazle Hand. From the item cards, I'm running 1 copy of Energy Retrieval, simply because with Energy Retrieval we can put 2 basic energy cards from discard pile back into our hand. Sometimes Energy Retrieval is going to be very good because we can simply grab, if we have in our discard pile, some resources like energies, and if we already use that Dragon's Wish, we can power up energies from our hand to Dragonites or Dratinis or Dragonires in play. 2 copies of Level Ball and 4 copies of Ultra Ball, so we can search our deck for Pokemons. Simply with the Level Ball, we can set Dratini, Dragonire, and Octillery line. With the Ultra Ball, we can search the rest of the Pokemons, and also we can get rid of some cards from our hand, so we can use Instruct and a Beazle Hand. But the most importantly, we can get rid of some supporter cards like Broxgrid, Lysander, Olympia Ranger, or Wally, so we can have them later available in our discard pile. 2 copies of Professor's Leather, of course. It's also going to help us to search deck for 2 basic energies and put them in, put it into our hand. It's very important, also piece of puzzle, simply because after we use the Dragon's Wish, we need to have as many energies available to float around. 4 copies of Rare Candies, so I can evolve simply from the Dratini into my Dragonite. 1 copy of Special Charge, so I can recycle some of the Double Dragon energies back from my discard pile into my deck. 3 copies of Trainer's Mails, 4 Ultra Balls, and 4 copies of the VS Seeker for 3 copies of the VS Seeker. So I completely forget that I cut one in addition to that Pokemon Ranger. I need to find some space in deck, so cutting VS Seeker sometimes is not the best and smarter option, but overall I feel how maybe you're not going to need Pokemon Ranger. It really depends. Pokemon Ranger is mainly here versus the decks that actually use the Glacian EX, because against Glacian we're probably going to have auto loss because we can't knock out Glacian and we can't go from against that Crystal Ray with Heavy Impact. As you can see, I'm not running Professor's Kukui, but he can also be extra card in this build, simply because with the Heavy Impact we can then go for 170, which is enough to knock out, for example, Glacian, Yveltal, or those 170 HP Pokemons. But these days everyone actually runs Fighting Fairy Belt, so Professor Kukui does not make too much sense in this build, just in my opinion. One Brock's Grid over the Super Road is simply because I can shuffle 6 in any combination of Pokemon and basic energies from my discard pile back into my deck, and I can use it even more than once. One copy of Lysander, or even 2 of them, are not going to be that bad, but simply I couldn't find more space for the second one because I was looking forward to have the best consistency with the rare candies, of course, and also some extra drop energy support with Professor's Leather and energy retrievals. 3 copies of N for the drop support mainly, and 4 copies of Professor Sycamore, no doubt about it. This card hand drop 7 new cards, very important for any deck, at least to be competitive. 1 copy of Olympia, so we can switch our Pokemon from the active position to one of our benched Pokemons, and then we can simply heal also 30 damage. Healing is not a big deal, simply Olympia is here mainly because my Dragonite actually have 4 retreat cost, Octillery have 2 retreat cost, and Oranguru have 2 retreat cost. And I simply don't want to run 2 or 3 or 4 float stones because it's just gonna cut some space in deck. I mean, running 2 float stones might not also be that bad, but simply Olympia can give us that switch in any important moment. Overall it can also be used with the V-Seeker, so somehow I think Olympia makes a lot of sense. Same as the Pokemon Ranger, but Pokemon Ranger can easily be substituted with 4th V-Seeker or 4 Trainer's Mails for even better consistency. It's up to you. If you don't feel comfortable running Pokemon Ranger, and if you not looking forward to meet those Glacians, you can definitely remove Pokemon Ranger, because Glacian is the only threat, and against Glacian we can have that auto loss. But even against for example, Giratina Caswell, we're not going to be able to attach double Dragon Energies, for example. So these 2 decks and Pokemons might be the biggest concern for the Dragonite. Overall, I'm also running 2 copies of Wally, so I can simply have that opportunity to evolve from my Dratini into my Dragonite turn 1, or even better, if I just have Dratini and Dragonire in my hand at my turn 2, I can just immediately go from my Dragonire to my Dragonite with the Wally. 1 copy of Floatstone, just situational. After I lose one of my Pokemons, I can promote the one with the Floatstone, and then later I can just retreat it back to my other Pokemon. 4 copies of the double Dragon Energies, 4 copies of Grass Energies, and 3 copies of Lightning Energies, simply because sometimes we might just not gonna have that double Dragon Energy, so having both Lightning and Grass Energies are important. But overall, if you have only 1 double Dragon Energy, you're gonna have that Lightning Energy provided, so you don't need to worry too much about that Lightning Energy. Overall, I think how this deck is not the top competitive, it's not even Tier 1 or Tier 2. It's just made for the casual play and for the fun. I kind of like it. It's definitely strong against Shamans, it's definitely strong against low HP Pokemons under 150 HP that can easily be knocked out, in addition for 1 extra prize. So if you're looking for any of these cards, you can also find them on tcgcastle.com. Right now with TCG Center 5 code, you can also get 5% discount on your first purchase, so make sure to check that. Same, also if you're looking to maybe trade your old bulk, if you have it and you don't know what to do with it, you can trade for Sun and Moon Guardian Raising Booster Box sealed. It's available worldwide, so why not to check that promotional promotion in my video description. Is definitely gonna give you some good cards, like maybe Tapu Lele theoretically, or some other Sun and Moon Guardian Raising super cards. So let's do some game tests so you can actually see how this deck works in action. So see you in the game. Alright, so in today's video I'm gonna play with a Dragonite, so a dual double prize Dragonite, actually, not the dual, double prize Dragonite from the Roaring Skies. Definitely interesting deck to take a closer look and to try to play a little bit with it, simply because with that new Dragonire's Dragon's Wish, we can simply get advantage playing it and attaching as many energies as we can from our hand. So far I'm starting just with Dratini and Oranguru. So I'm gonna attach my Grass Energy because I can use my Sign of the Evolution. But more than that, I'm gonna just pass my turn. Simply because for the next turn, I'm gonna need For the next turn, definitely I'm gonna need my Dragonite, but more important, I'm also gonna looking for that Dragonite. So one fire energy attached to my opponent or Anguru, and there we go with the end. To be honest, I was thinking a little bit about maybe taking the risk with the Ultra Ball and maybe searching my deck for the Remoraid, so I can maybe have at my turn 2 my Octillery in play. But to be honest, somehow decided not to do that simply because I was scared what's gonna happen if my opponent don't play N, and if I don't get nothing. I mean, I could even just Ultra Ball for my Dragonite, for example, or something like that. So at the end, it ends up pretty well. At least I have that Trainer's Mail sitting in my hand, so I hope the Trainer's Mail will give me the opportunity to get something like maybe Professor Sycamore, maybe even... who knows, maybe even, and we shall see. So there is Instruct for 2. So that's it, my turn. The top deck is gonna be Ultra Ball, which is nice, and the Trainer's Mail is gonna be for Professor Sycamore. Okay, I can't say that I'm not happy. I'm pretty damn happy. So I'm gonna play one Ultra Ball here. And that Ultra Ball is gonna be for my Dratini. I have Energy Retrieval, and I have 4 Dragonires, so I'm gonna risk. I'm gonna put my Dratini on the bench simply because I don't want also to discard my Double Dragon Energy. Then I'm gonna Sycamore for 7. Okay, and of course I'm gonna get not 1 but actually 2 Dragonires. After that I'm gonna play my Level Ball. I'm gonna set up my Remoraid on the bench. And pretty much this is gonna be it for now. So I'm gonna just use my Dragon's Wish, and next turn I can have as many energies as I want and as I can attach from my hand to my Pokemons in play. Of course I'm gonna go with energy attachment to my active Dragonite, so I can somehow maybe power up my Dragonite. So far I have 2 different options. There is also one more Dragonite sitting in my hand, which I'm definitely gonna use to evolve. My opponent has slow start so far. Of course, he playing that Incernior GX deck. Or maybe just a regular Incernior. We shall see. Not sure, to be honest, but we'll definitely find out. At least he can use Instruct for 1. Who knows, maybe he can... oh, there's a Lysander on my Oranguru on the bench. Okay, and Instruct for 2. That... Instruct for 2 and that. Okay, never mind. Let's see first Trainer's Mail, what we can find with the Trainer's Mail. Wally. Okay, I'm gonna grab that Wally. I'm gonna evolve my Dratini into Dragonite. I'm gonna Ultra Ball for that Dragonite. Or maybe I can even better just grab myself Octillery, so I can have more cards. I always forget that I can even drop that Octillery. So, 1 Double Dragon Energy. First I'm gonna play that Instruct for 2. And I'm gonna get Energy Retrieval, which is perfect. Right now I can get myself 2 more energies in play. There we go. So, 1, 2. After that I can Abyssal Hint, and I can get myself a couple more cards. Alright, so there is a Flowstone, so this is the perfect scenario for me. And to be honest, I don't even need to rush here. I'm gonna just use my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna just use my Wally here. I'm gonna get myself that beastly Dragonite in play. So I can simply just retreat and you know what? Strike for 150 with the heavy impact. And basically take 1 extra prize here, knocking out my opponent or Oranguru. So there we go. 4 more prizes to go. There's another rare candy and Dratini. Of course, you don't want to discard so many rare candies. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just play VA Seeker for N at my next turn. So that's it. My opponent just passes his turn, and I'm gonna play that N. So let's see if I can find maybe another Dragonite. Unfortunately, I can't attach crazy amount of the energies right now from my hand. But what I can do is I can play another Level Ball here, and with the Level Ball I can get myself another Dratini in play, then I can Instruct for 1, then I can Abyssal Hand, for 2 more, or even 3, or even 5, depending if I'm gonna get maybe even Ultra Ball. Nope, just a Professor Sycamore, so let's go with 1 Abyssal Hand, which is gonna be 4 Double Dragon Energy. Alright, never mind, so another heavy impact is gonna be for 150, and I think this is gonna be the GG, simply because if my opponent can't go for the one-hit knockout right now against my Dragonite, I think this is pretty much it. Alright, so there is one town map. Alright, so insert your GX prize. There is... Okay, so this is gonna be Ultra Ball, probably for Incernior, and probably he's just gonna get that Burning Slam for 200, which is gonna be more than enough to knock out my Dragonite. And then is the question, can I maybe somehow pull the Lysander with my Trainer's Mail for the victory? I don't know, but we shall see. There is a good possibility that I'm gonna be able to draw my Lysander, since I have 20 cards left, 20 cards remaining. I'm gonna top deck one, which is gonna be 19 cards remaining, and yeah, I mean, that Trainer's Mail better be good. Even Trainer's Mail for Ultra Ball is not gonna be that bad, to be honest. It's a Brock's Grid as the top deck. Alright, so let's first see what we can get with that Trainer's Mail. Alright, I'm not seeing Lysander. I'm not seeing my Lysander here. So, I'm gonna go with my Sycamore for 7, unfortunately. It's gonna be Sycamore for 7, but to be honest, I actually did a tiny mistake here, because I shouldn't do that. But it's okay, never mind. Do I want to strike for 150? Yes. Yes, I want to go for 150. Simply because if he can't knock out my Dragonite, and my Dragonite is actually 160 HP beast, so he needs 2 hands on Tiger Swing, or he needs like 10 plus 8 Pokemons on his bench for like 170, which is not going to be that easy. On the other side, just a Tiger Swing, 1 heads, 2 heads. Alright, so well played for my opponent. So from nowhere, he actually managed to clear my second Dragonite, and I'm definitely falling down to my knees. Maybe he decided to take that Incernior, maybe he just go for that Acrobike. Even Professor Skukui is not a bad option. So what did he take, Professor Skukui? Alright. The game is still not over, however, I'm gonna put my Dragonite in play. I'm gonna use my Professor's Leather. I'm desperately looking for Brock's Grid and Special Charge at this moment. I'm desperately looking for these 2 cards, so I'm gonna first play my... Should I play first my Special Charge? Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna first play my Special Charge, recycle 2 Double Dragon Energies. After that, I'm gonna Ultra Ball, and I'm gonna Ultra Ball for energy, and I'm not gonna get myself in Dragonite. So first I'm gonna use my Instruct. I'm looking for the V-Seeker so I can use it Brock's Grid. And so far I'm not seeing it. So that's gonna be a Abyssal Hand. And again, no sign of the Brock's Grid. You gotta be kidding me. Alright, so I definitely need that Brock's Grid. I need it for the next turn. I'm gonna use Dragon's Wish right now. I'm gonna be fine. Even if he can knock out my Dragonite right now, even if he can play, and I don't need to worry too much. The only thing that I should be considering right now is definitely gonna be that Flareon on the bench. But since he used Professor Skukui, I think I'm gonna be fine. There's another Incernior, so he just might decide to retreat to him and strike me for like a couple damage counters, for like a couple hundred damage counters, 100 and something, 110 actually. But then he needs to discard 3 cards on his hand. And after that, I think I'm gonna be able to find the Lysander, of course, if it's not priced. If my Lysander is priced, and if he decides to retreat, then I'm probably gonna lose this game. And I actually managed to start pretty well. So the game is very close at this moment. It all depends on my opponent's next move. If he decides to retreat, he definitely saves him day. He's definitely gonna do the good thing. But if he decides to stack in front with this Incernior, I think this is gonna be it. So of course, he's gonna retreat to second Incernior, and he's definitely gonna try to power that Tiger Swing, so Hustling Strike is definitely gonna be for the knockout. 110, no doubt about it. And I have 5 energies. Okay, I have probably a couple more energies remaining. The top deck is a double Dragon Energy. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna play my Ultra Ball, just to see if the Lysander is here. No sign of the Lysander, my friends. And we all knows what that means. I don't have a sign of the Lysander. I can go for like 150, so it's a 50-50 chance game here. I can always Abyssal Hand, you know, just to draw 5 cards. And I have the access to my VA Seeker, but the Lysander is actually prized. What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna use my VA Seeker. I'm gonna get that Brogue's Grit in play, no doubt about it. I'm gonna set down. I'm gonna recycle. Well, I'm gonna recycle something like this. 1/1/1 line of each Pokemon's. Couple energies, you know, just in case. I'm not gonna stock. Do I maybe have any level ball left? No, I don't. Alright, never mind. Heavy Impact for 150. This is all gonna be about heads on the coin flip for my opponent. This is literally, if he can flip 2 heads on the coin flip, he's definitely gonna take a victory here. Professor's Kukui will not be enough for the knockout, so he needs 2 hands on the coin flip. If he miss 1 hand on the coin flip, then I'm gonna win. If he actually flip both heads once again, second time in a row with that Tiger Swing, then I'm gonna lose this game. I mean, still I can somehow maybe power up my Oranguru and go for the knockout, but I'm gonna need like 3 turns to power up my Oranguru. Meanwhile, my opponent can simply get that Lysander for the victory. So let's see. It's all about flipping the coin. It's a 50-50 chance right now. Also, he needs to think twice. I mean, well, I don't have Lysander. We both know that I don't have the access to the Lysander. So Tiger Swing, 1 tails, 2 tails, and I can say to my opponent, well played, simply because right now I can go for 150, and I can take my 3 prize cards instead of 2, and of course one of them are going to be a Lysander. So yeah, the last prize that I actually took was a Lysander, but even without Lysander I actually managed to win this game, so it was definitely a very close match to watch. But anyway guys, I hope you enjoy watching this Dragonite EX deck. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more videos. If you have any questions, don't forget to leave comments below. So basically till the next time, have a nice day and goodbye.